Hello, my name is George from the Bottlewood company. I'm about to assemble one of our balcony chairs for our customers. We've got everything laid out, just like you'll have in your instructions. You're going to take the back and insert it into your seat, and you're going to line your holes up. What we like to do is maybe get a screwdriver and stick it up through either one of these holes. That's just going to make it a little easier for you. All right, so you got your hole lined up here. You got your screwdriver in here. Now, you don't need this screwdriver, it just makes it easier. Now, in the back of this chair, we're going to use the short legs. You want this angle right here going this direction. Slip that over the screwdriver, go to your hole, and it's your long bolts, which are 3 3/4 inches long. Now, 4 out of 5 times it's going to slip right through. Sometimes you may have to just tap it with your hammer. Okay, now you want to hit this out and drive this right on down, as so. Then you're going to take your longer leg, it goes on the front of the chair. You're going to use your 2 3/4 bolts. You drop them both in there. Find your 2 holes. Like I said earlier, you may have to tap it. Now, these should be parallel with each other, okay, at the top of the leg. Grab 4 of the nuts. Only hand tighten the entire chair until the whole thing is assembled. All right, now you're going to flip the chair. Same process again. Line your holes up. Get your short leg. Get 2 of your long bolts. Get 2 of your short bolts. Then your 4 nuts. All right, now you're going to turn the chair on its back and get your foot pad. You're going to drop it down in here. Get 2 of your short bolts. That bolt there is an old style bolt. Okay, when you get the nuts on the front, the easiest way is to stand it up like that. Get 2 more bolts. Through your nuts. All right, at this point, you still do not want to tighten the chair. Okay, I sent you 2 little 1x2s. If you notice, there's a finished side and a non-finished side. One corner is sharper than the other. You want the sharpest corner to go up, staring up at the ceiling here. Now when you lay this on here, you just sort of want to even it out left to right, and then left to right this way also. Now once you get it there, I want you to favor the front. You're going to see why later. It makes it a little easier to get this hidden screw in. Okay, so you get it like that. Grab a hold of it, and just grab your fingers and make sure you got about the same distance right here on both sides of this leg. Same thing. Then you move to the other side of the chair and just repeat the same thing. And remember, you just want to favor the front, just maybe like 1/8 of an inch. There is no right or wrong there. It's going to make it easier later on down the road when we install the handle. Okay, now you take your, at this point you should only have 2 bolts left. You slip in your handles, slip them in. Put your last 2 nuts on. Okay, now it's important right here, you've got short screws and long screws. Your long screws, there's 4 of them. I usually throw in 2 or 3 extra. Your long screws only go here. All your short screws is what we put here, and we're getting ready to use to come up from underneath. Now, when you line up this handle, you want this to overhang about 1/4 of an inch. Like if you look, that just doesn't look appropriate. And you don't want to come too far in. So anywhere from 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch. Go into one of these holes in the middle of the chair because it's going to be easier. Okay, you get it where you want it. Push down on it. And pull it down till you can't see any daylight. What you don't want to do is over screw it, because that screw, it can come through the top of that handle. So now I'm going to move to the other side and repeat the same thing. I'm going to get here and I'm going to eyeball this and get it where I want it. Okay, now we're going to lay the chair on its back. This is going to be the hardest screw that you put in. It helps if you have a longer bit. You can do it with the short one. And if you have one of the old drills with the big head, it can be a little tough. So the newer drills are definitely easier. And when you start putting this screw in, our machine doesn't pre-drill it at an angle. But what you do is you start this screw at an angle, at about a 30 to 45 degree angle. Once you start, don't stop. Take it on in and it will straighten itself up. And you just pull it in like that. Come over here. Same thing, start in at an angle. Once you get started, it's best not to stop. Just like that. Then you go down here to this one. Same thing. Okay, you just pull it in until there's no daylight in between there. All right, now we're going to stand it up. Best to probably turn it over. You can do it standing up, but this is a little easier. Okay, so you've got one little hole left right here at the back of the arm. And the same thing. Start this at a little bit of an angle. Once you start your drill, don't stop. Just like that. Okay, now you're ready to tighten your chair. You can do this by hand. The important thing is if you use an impact, a socket, or just 2 7/16 wrenches, hold the one on the outside. Only tighten it from the inside. If not, you'll scar it up on the outside. Try not to over tighten these either. Okay, your last 4 screws are your long ones. These are 1 3/4 inches long. The last step on the chair is to put them right through here. We should be done. Alrighty, there's your balcony chair, folks.